So Bill leaves these notes for me on my mirror when he comes to bed late at night. He just started doing it a few weeks ago. Funnily enough, the two green ones say exactly the same thing. I told him he needed to get more creative. There's a part of me that just really feels so strongly about like documenting everything that's happening right now and like making sure that I have something to remember after Bill's gone. And it's very easy for me to get caught up in my feelings about this or like what I'm going to have to deal with. Because he's so easygoing and he's so just positive and you know, he's not one to sit around and complain or feel sorry for himself ever. And I guess this is just one of the ways that I want to remember him. I want to remember all these little kind gestures. He's not, you know, we do talk a lot about love languages because ours are very different. And he's not someone who is romantic. He does not plan dates. He does not buy gifts. He's a terrible gift giver. But his love language is very clearly words of affirmation and acts of service. And so over the years, I mean, of course, we've fought about that so many times, like every birthday or Christmas or anniversary that goes by with absolutely no gesture from him was hard for me because gifts are one of my love languages. But, you know, over time, I've come to kind of accept that he is just, that's not his thing. And he is very devoted to me and shows me in lots of other ways. And so these notes are just like, I think he's trying really hard right now to make sure I know how much he loves me too, while he still can. And he says things all the time about, you know, thank you in advance for everything you're going to have to do for me. Or I want to make sure you know this, you know, that I tell you this while I still can and things like that. So, I mean, it's a sad time, but I don't think either of us are really like wallowing in that at all. It just feels like a gift in a lot of ways to be able to really just focus on making the most of the time that we have. And you know, I mentioned this in another video, but you know, a lot of times someone dies and you don't have time to prepare, you don't have time to say the things that you want to say. And getting this very early diagnosis of Alzheimer's has just been a blessing because I think it's allowing us both to kind of, first of all, get used to the idea and wrap our heads around it, but also, you know, really value each other and really show each other how much we mean while we still can and make the most of the time that he has left. There's lots about it that's extremely frustrating and extremely scary, but for now, I think we're doing a really great job of just like walking down the path together and focusing on the present moment. You know, my mind does, believe me, my mind goes whoosh, down roller coasters about, you know, just what I'm going to have to face in the future or how to make this easier. Of course, my brain just wants to control everything. And I know that there's nothing I can do to control any of this except make sure he's getting the best care possible and taking his medication. So yeah, that just, I wanted to make sure I remembered these notes that he puts on the mirror because it's such a small thing. And we've always been like note givers. Like, you know, I always put a note in his lunchbox and stuff back when I used to pack his lunch for him every day. But there's going to come a time, sometimes I just have this vision of like waking up in the morning and just like wishing for any of this back, you know, wishing would give anything to just have one more message from him or one more, you know, kind word or hug or anything. Because I know there's going to be a time when that's going to be gone and I'm going to miss it a lot. So that's that. And this is Ozzy, the sweetest boy in the whole world. Look at that face. Okay.